Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Saints going up against the Cardinals. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It hosted Super Bowls 42 and 49. And it's University of Phoenix Stadium. That's where we're at in Glendale, Arizona. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out proved somewhat fruitful as he is able to get it across the 25 by a little bit. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff here to his running back. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Caught left side, Hopkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Manziel. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And they'll run it here. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week, and boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
4 yards remaining now on second down.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down following the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility? It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this one is right through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Hundley. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all... comes together when the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Come on, let's go!
Throwing, Hundley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Cardinals a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go!
They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Their big-bodied receiver. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 20. 3-yard line. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Now Manziel. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Brandon Williams, a big tackle, gets him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Manziel. Try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. And not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Here's Manziel. Going right side here, and that's complete. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Now let's go. Blue Dandy. Blue Dandy.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it to Hearns. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So they're going to hurry back to the line now. So now 3rd and goal. Will the defense bring some extra pressure here? What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Here we go now. Watch it now, boy.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
No, check. Patriot. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Now Manziel. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. A little track jump, and he's got room. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Cardinals. Will Fuller, 85 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Olivier Vernon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
looking to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a fourth down.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Let's go! Let's round! Ohio! Under 10!
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on third down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Hundley. Served nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Taken in at the 22. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. Take over with a first down and 10. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They go play action here on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Galvin has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
10 yards still left on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Manziel. And this is going to be incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Play clock winding down. Now they try the right side here. And some room to roam now. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Cards are going to have a first down. Defense showing blitz. And now here's a carry heading left. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Here's Osweiler. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Second down and 4.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. All right, here we go. Green.
Here's Manziel. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. And it's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second and 10 now. Osweiler throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Osweiler. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Again, Osweiler. And that is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if it, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The fourth, and now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second down, 8. From midfield now, here's Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Manziel throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Halfback sent in motion. Manziel. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Here's Manziel. Caught left side, Hopkins. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be third down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. It's a gain of 7, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Detroit! All right, here we go. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Manziel. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll be a gain of 4. And it's a second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints get a bit closer. So they're going to go for 2. Manziel going to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And to give this time to the tailback. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Arizona, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals.